These actors have played characters with concluded story arcs. So when you go and watch Avengers Doomsday, right, and you see Chris Evans playing another character, if that is the case here, then maybe you will feel some type of way. Or if you're going to bring him back as Captain America, then the whole conclusion of Captain America's story arc in Avengers Endgame goes away immediately. Marvel Studios seems to be hell-bent on bringing back actors who has already played characters with concluded story arcs. First, Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom, and now Chris Evans as who? We do not know. Now, what I want to do today is I want to tell you guys why I believe that this could very well be one of the greatest decisions in Marvel Cinematic Universe history, or it could very well be the worst one. But first, do your boy 3 major favors. Please hit that subscribe button. And if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. Hitting that notification bell certainly helps. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. Now let's get into today's news. This article is coming from The Wrap. It is titled, Chris Evans Sets Marvel Return in Avengers Doomsday. Exclusive. The actor most recently appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine as his Fantastic Four character, Johnny Storm. Chris Evans is returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as part of the cast for Avengers Doomsday, the highly anticipated sequel that will also star Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. The Wrap has learned exclusively. Evans will be involved in some capacity, but the extent and exact nature of his role is unknown. After sunsetting his Steve Rogers character in 2019's Avengers Endgame, Evans recently made a brief MCU return in this summer's Deadpool and Wolverine, but as his character Johnny Storm from the Fox Fantastic Four movies, not as Captain America. The Russo brothers, who directed both Evans and Downey Jr. in Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, are returning to direct Avengers Doomsday and its direct sequel, Avengers Secret Wars. So the Russo brothers would have directed 5 Avengers films when this is all said and done. Goes to show you that they were the right choice for the job. Avengers Doomsday is slated for release on May the 1st, 2026. Evans' return to the MCU has long been rumored in fanboy circles, but Marvel declined to comment. The circumstances of his return are of a particular interest, given that his Steve Rogers character was an old man by the end of Avengers Endgame. But Downey Jr. is returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Tony Stark variant after his on-screen version of Stark died in Endgame. So all options are on the table. Evans' team did not immediately respond to the Wrap's request for comment. So Chris Evans is coming back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, at this moment, we do not know what the extent of his role is, as the article has said, right? Now, let me tell you why I believe that this could very well be one of the greatest decisions in Marvel Cinematic Universe history. One, the nostalgia, right? Maybe the nostalgia of Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans returning to the MCU could very well make people flock to the box office, right? Who knows? 2, this absolutely opens the door for so many other things. Welsey Snipes' Blade, right? Henry Cavill's Wolverine, and other variants, so on and so forth. We don't know, but it definitely has its potential. When you think about if they can execute this right, if people can really open themselves up by seeing these actors play other roles, right? It could very well work, especially for those who believes that the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe revolved around that of Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, right? Many people feel that Marvel was not going to survive without those 2 actors. And lately, they have not been doing all of that well. So maybe, just maybe, the star power could make people flock to the damn movies for that of Marvel, right? Especially after the last few years that they have had with Phase 4. Now, let me tell you the bad in this. These actors have played characters with concluded story arcs. So, when you go and watch Avengers Doomsday, right, and you see Chris Evans playing another character, if that is the case here, then maybe you will feel some type of way. Or if you're going to bring him back as Captain America, then the whole conclusion of Captain America's story arc in Avengers Endgame goes away immediately. See, by you casting Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom, right, that's a little bit different. Like, you're saying that he may very well be coming from another universe, meaning that he is a variant, right? That's what he could be. So many people are kind of open to that, and they are looking forward to the mental gymnastics that the Avengers are going to have to do to eat that situation, right? To accept it for what it is. But Chris Evans also playing a different variant, or an old man Cap, right? It takes away from his story. Bad enough, the whole Victor Von Doom being that of Robert Downey Jr. kind of takes away from that of Tony Stark's story as well. You know what I'm saying? Because the last time you saw the actor, he died on screen. And that is where you expected to keep him at, right? In your memories. Not seeing him as Iron Man ever again, right? That was the beauty of the whole first 3 phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I say cinematic universe, right? The beauty of it all was the conclusion of Cap's and that of Iron Man's story. Now, they dropped the ball hard with Thor. They did not want to conclude Thor's storyline, right? They wanted to keep on with Thor, and then you got Thor: Love and Thunder, and that film fell miserably, right? Taika Waititi right now is having nightmares about all of the damn words that the fan base had to say for him, right? People wanted to put their hands on Taika, man. I mean, he straight destroyed that of Thor. So, with that being said, this could very well ruin what Marvel Studios concluded back in 2019. Now, the good thing about this all is the Russo brothers is there. I absolutely trust them. Don't get me wrong. I didn't really love Captain America Civil War as much as everybody else, but those 2 Avengers films, man, they did a wonderful job. They managed to juggle all of these characters and pretty much tell an entertaining story. Don't get me wrong, that story has some plot holes, but the way that they filmed that movie was certainly something that you have never seen before, right? To this day, they do not have a film that is bigger than that Avengers Endgame or Infinity War. So I trust in the Russo brothers. I feel like they can get this done. If anybody else out there feels like they can't, let me know in the comments below. But when it comes to these 2 guys directing, I certainly trust them. They can get this done. But as for Marvel, going back to old actors to play new roles, you better think this through. You better think this through, because it could be a situation where the audience just does not respect your decision. So in the long run, this could very well backfire on them. And if it does, all they have to do is blame themselves, right? This whole direction of phase 4 and 5 should have never been brought to the table. Kevin Feige needs to reassess his job, right? He needs to think about exactly what he should be bringing to the table that will entertain you. And also, he cannot forget about that of storytelling, right? Now, in regards to this news, I like it because it opens doors for many other things, such as Blade and that of Henry Cavill's Wolverine. But I hate it because I feel that when it comes down to Captain America conclusion, right, in Avengers Endgame, it could very well ruin that for me. And also, I do not want to see an old man Cap, right? We already got a Captain America. His name is Sam Wilson. And we do not need that of Steve Rogers running around while this man's trying to do his job. So Marvel Studios, you better get it together. And you better to make sure that you are all in on this decision and is going to be able to give us something that will entertain us.